Alamin naman po natin ang itinakdang global parameter sa pagbabakuna kontra coronavirus at paano nakakasunod ang Pilipinas dito. Joining us today is Dr. Socorro Escalante from the World Health Organization. Good morning po, Doktora.
Magandang umaga, Yusek Raki, and sa lahat po ng nakikinig sa atin ngayon. I would like to present the global perspective of the COVID-19 vaccines and how are these being developed globally. So sa unang slide po natin, next please. Dito po sa slide na ito, makikita po natin the number of vaccines that are in the pipeline. Kagaya nga po ng sinabi kanina ni Dr. Montoya at saka si DG Eric, that there has been a wide scale and very fast and rapid development of vaccines. So in the research and development pipeline overall, we have 232 vaccines that are candidate vaccines that are being developed, 172 of which are in the preclinical stage. Ito po ay sinusuri pa lang doon sa laboratorio, at 60 of these vaccines are already being in the phase of the clinical trial. So makikita po natin dyan, yung nasa phase 1 na clinical trial are 20 vaccines, and going to the right, meron na po tayong 10 vaccines which are already in the phase 3 clinical trial. And out of all these vaccines in the clinical trial phase, 10 na po ang nabigyan ng conditional approval or emergency use authorizations around the world, at isa na po ang nabigyan ng emergency use listing ng WHO. Sa susunod na slide, makikita po natin yung iba't ibang klase ng bakuna na dinidevelop ngayon, at ito po yung mga nasa phase 3. So, for now, makikita po natin dito sa slide na ito that there are different platforms of vaccines. So, yung mga inactivated vaccines, for example, are the usual platforms that we have already been using in developing vaccines. But there are very new technologies na makikita natin, like the RNA vaccine, which is now, for example, being developed by Pfizer and Moderna. So makikita po din natin dito yung mga iba't ibang bakuna kung ilang dose ang kinakailangan para makadevelop ng immunity or para maprotektahan ng isang tao against COVID-19. Sa susunod na slide po, and then the next slide please. So, ito po yung regulatory and WHO EUL status of leading COVID-19 vaccines. Pasensya na po, medyo maliliit po yung slide natin. Pero makikita po natin na yung Pfizer, nagkaroon na siya ng emergency use listing ng WHO, at nag-submit na rin po siya ng application for emergency use listing in several countries, including Australia, the US, and the Philippines, and Japan. And aside from Pfizer, makikita din po natin na yung ibang vaccines like Moderna, AstraZeneca, Sinovac, and Gamaleya, among others, have already sought some registration in some countries around the world. Next slide, please. At ito po ang pinakahuling slide na ipapakita ko sa inyo is how we are going to prioritize the vaccines to the population. So WHO has been working with many partners, including yung tinatawag po natin na COVAX facility, at doon po natin dinidetermine what and who should be taking the vaccines first. So unang-una po, kagaya nga po kanina, and in consonance with the sinabi po ni Secretary Galvez, our prioritization would have to take into context our public health goal. One, of ensuring that our health system will continue to function in the context of COVID-19. Kaya po natin unang babakunahan ang ating health and social care workers. And then pangalawa, kailangan po nating i-prevent or i-reduce the morbidity and mortality among our elderly and the vulnerable populations. Kaya po nasa priority din ng government ang elderly at vulnerable populations. And after we vaccinate all this, then the next goal po is to slow down the transmission across the population. So magkakaroon na rin po ng listahan like frontliners and the general population for vaccination. So these few slides are very broad information about po kung ano ang development ng vaccines across the world in different countries. Now the question of how does the Philippines fare in terms of our readiness in deploying or accepting the vaccines in the country. Ang WHO po have fielded key criteria by which a country will be ready for vaccines deployment. Ang unang-una po dyan is, first, that the country has a national vaccines deployment plan, which we understand that the Department of Health, along with Secretary Galvez and other sectors, are already developing and in the final stage of development. Ang pangalawa po, yung tinatawag natin na regulatory readiness. Naka-ready po ba yung FDA natin to accept the applications of the vaccines? And it's very important to note that in the Philippines, the President has signed the executive order to authorizing the FDA to grant emergency use authorization for vaccines and also to rely or to recognize assessment of these vaccines from other stringent regulatory authorities. So that is a very important step that makes the country ready, because the first filter for vaccines to be deployed in the country is about the regulatory process to ensure that all vaccines coming into the country are of safe, efficacious, and of good quality. Ang pangatlo po na basihan ng country readiness is whether yung cold chain natin is ready. And as I have seen in the previous slides, the ultra cold chain is very important because ito po yung bagong teknolohiya ng RNA. Wala po tayo dati dyan na cold chain. But we know that the country has already existing some cold chain equipment, even in our ITM, and the government is ready to deploy the ultra cold chain, and in addition, strengthen the cold chain of the country. Ang pang-apat po na criteria is the safety monitoring of the vaccines. Bagong-bago po ang mga bakunang ito. At magkakaroon po yan ng mga adverse events. So, hindi na all vaccines have the potential or the risk of having an adverse event or unexpected event after po na ma-deploy natin yung vaccine. So it's very important to have that monitoring process. And the FDA and at ating EPI program is already working on the protocol to monitor the vaccine. So in short po, there are some aspects that are very important for the vaccines readiness, which the Philippines has already put in place. Magtuloy-tuloy pong nagtatrabaho ang gobyerno with the support of WHO to ensure that all these processes, including the safety monitoring of the vaccines, will be in place bago po pumasok yung bakuna sa bansa. So maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat.
Salamat po, Dr. Socorro Escalante ng World Health Organization.